I'm going to sit here and let's take a moment and let's get acquainted. My name is John.
Hi, John.
On the count of three, give me your name. 1, 2, 3.
Travis!
Nice to meet you. My wife Margaret and I, as of last week, have been married for 44 years. We have 2 children, 5 grandchildren. You're all young, you have no clue. But trust me, you've got children, let them live. If you let them live, they'll give you grandchildren. And once you have a grandbaby, oh my God, once you, that first grandchild you hold in your arms, you look at that baby and you say, wow. This is the most beautiful, intelligent baby ever born. I mean, no one has to tell you, you know that for a fact. And then you look at that grandbaby and you ask yourself the question, why did intelligence skip a generation? I was speaking at a large convention recently, and I told that story, and I forgot that my son Joel, yeah, he was in the audience. And when I finished, I went back to the green room, and he was there waiting on me. And I looked at him, I said, Joel, honey, you know when I was talking about grandchildren, intelligence given generation, you know I was having fun with the crowd. You know I was kidding, don't you? He said, yeah. He said, it's okay, Dad. He said, I think you're right. So what do you mean, you think? He said, I think you're right about intelligence given a generation. I said, you do? He said, yeah. I said, just last week, Grandpa and I had that very same discussion. I'm so excited to be here with you today, and you have come because you want to grow, you want to learn. I thank Beachbody for allowing me to be here. What a great organization, what a great company you're part of. And I just, I know you're proud, and I know you're here learning, but I came for one reason. I came to improve your life. I came to put some stuff in you that has potential to not only help you be a success in this organization, but just to help you be a success in life. And so if you'll allow me, I'd like to dive in. I mean, because you came to learn, and I want to teach. So can we get going? Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Look at your neighbor and say to them, you're about to learn something. Go ahead and tell them.
You're about to learn something.
Okay. Look right back at the person who just told you that and say, and it's about time.
It's about time.
In fact, why do you think I brought you here? You know what I mean? Why do you think you're here at this conference? I want to talk to you about a book that came out recently that's been a #1 New York Times bestseller list for several weeks, called the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Okay? Okay. Now those 2 or 3 people at the screen, they have got the book. Either that or they just like to scream. But sometimes people just like to scream. But let me talk to you for a second. I'm for the next 60 minutes, I'm going to give you stuff that has potential to truly change your life in a positive way. So I want you to get your paper, get your iPad, and let's go. In fact, look at your neighbor and say, take good notes, okay? Don't mess around, okay? Yeah. You're ready, aren't you? I'm ready. Fasten your seatbelts. We're getting ready for a ride, okay? We're getting ready for a ride.
Woo!
If I could come off stage and I could just talk one-on-one with you, okay? Just you and me. No one else, not 8,000, whatever here. Just you and me. And if I had like, I don't know, 30 minutes with you personally, privately, and you looked at me and said, John, do you understand success? Would you help me? What would you say to me that would help me to be successful in my life? I would ask you 2 questions. And these 2 questions will determine more the level of your success, not only in Beachbody, but in life, than any other 2 questions you'll ever ask yourself. The first question, if I could walk into your life, is I would ask you, what are you doing to develop yourself? In other words, what are you doing personally to get better? How are you growing you? What are you doing to grow yourself? In a moment, I'm going to begin to lay out the laws of growth for you. But I'm here to tell you that 99% of you here probably do not have a personal growth plan. A plan of which you commit yourself on a daily basis to grow yourself, which would lead me to the second question: what are you doing to develop others? What are you doing to develop your team? What are you doing to develop your inner circle? What are you doing to develop the people around you? What kind of a team are you building? Because in developing others, you compound everything. You compound time, you compound energy, you compound money, you compound influence. Everything compounds the moment that you learn how to develop other people. All highly successful people understand that principle. And so therefore they realize that what they're learning, they've got to pass on to others. And how they're growing, they've got to teach others how to grow. And they realize that you cannot take others where you haven't been yourself. And so what are you doing to grow yourself, and what are you doing to grow others? What are you doing to develop you? What are you doing to develop your team? Those are the two questions. And in the 15 laws of growth, I lay out laws that are just, they pass culture. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what your business is. They're laws. They're not principles. They're not good ideas. They've been tested. I have a grid to test what is a law and what is not a law. The laws work. The laws work every time. That's what I want you to hear. They work every time. They work every time. They work with every person. I have the largest leadership training organization in the world, Equip. We've trained 6 million leaders in 175 countries. Is it safe to continue? Nothing like Las Vegas, is there? Nothing like Vegas. And these laws, I had a guy come up to me one time, and after I'd written the 21 Laws of Leadership, and he said, John, I don't like one of your laws. And I was signing books. I said, that's okay. And I kept signing books. I mean, and it bothered him. It was okay that he didn't like one of my laws. So he told me, he said, no, I said, I want you to understand, I don't like one of your laws. I said, it's okay. And he's just standing there, he didn't move it. He said, no. He said, one of the laws, I disagree with one of your 21 laws. So I stopped, I said, it seems to me it's very important for you that I know that you don't like one of the laws, and I just want you to know it's okay. He said, well, it's not okay with me. I said, look, let me explain something, sir. I said, I didn't write the book to make you happy. I wrote the book to help you. I'm a leader, not a clown. And I can truly care where, it doesn't bother me at all you like one of the laws. It's like a person saying, you know, I don't like the law of gravity. Just go up to a 4-story building and jump off. You see, immediately you'll buy in the law. See, the laws never ask you if you like them. The laws say use them. Take them in your life. Because they'll truly change your life. And I'm not going to be able to do all 15 laws. Of course I'm not going to do all 15. I don't have time to do 15. I mean, that takes a day to do the 15 laws, okay? We've got an hour. So I'm going to give you maybe 4. Besides, why would I give you all 15 laws? You wouldn't buy the book. I've been doing this a long time, folks. I've been doing this a long time. Okay. So let's get going. Law number 1 is the law of intentionality. And the law of intentionality just says very simply, growth doesn't just happen. Because can I tell you something? Most people think growth just happens. My life changed in 1974 when I was having breakfast at the Holiday Inn in Lancaster, Ohio, and a man by the name of Kurt Kampmeyer looked at me and he said, John, what is your plan for personal growth and development? I'm in my early 20s. I'm a young leader. Things are going pretty good. And I'm a little embarrassed because as a young leader, I thought I always had to have an answer. And so when he asked me what my plan for personal growth was I began to talk to him about how hard I worked and the things I did, and he just listened very quietly, probably for 10 minutes. I was kind of like a plane circling an airfield. Are you with me? And it's trying to come in for a landing. I'm going around and around, and finally I don't have anything else to say, so I just shut up and land that sucker. And as soon as I finished talking, he looked at me and said, "You don't have a plan, do you?" I said, "No, I don't have a plan." Then he said the words that changed my life. He said, "Growth is not an automatic process. You will not grow automatically. You will not get better automatically. It doesn't happen. You see, after we are born, the only thing that's automatic is that we die. That's automatic. You don't have to take a course on this. You don't have to go to a seminar. I mean, just hang long enough, you die, okay? It's automatic. Trust me on that. You don't have to work at it. But especially in things that are important in your life, things that are going to be seeds of success in your life, they are all uphill. They're uphill all the way. You can tell you're on the road to success. It's always uphill. It's never even. It's never down. It's always uphill. There's always intentionality. There is always effort. And so I started talking to my friends, and I began to ask them, okay, I've got to have a plan for growth. And so I went to my friends for the next 6 months. If I asked this question once, I ask it 500 times. I'd look at people and I'd say, I'd go to my friends, do you have a personal growth plan? And I got 500 no's. And all of a sudden it hit me. We go through life thinking that we automatically will improve. That was life-changing to me. So by my mid-20s, I developed my own personal growth plan. And I can tell you that 95% of everything I have in my life, 95% of what I know, everything that I know in leadership is a result of one day I committed myself to daily work a personal growth plan in my life. And the law, that this is an amazing law, because this law just says you have to be intentional in things that you need to do to be successful. Okay, James Allen. James Allen, in his book, As a Man Thinketh, said these words. He said, people are anxious to improve their circumstances, but they're not anxious to improve themselves. And they therefore remain bound. I'll repeat it, it's powerful. It's not mine, it's James Allen's. People are anxious to improve their circumstances, but they're not anxious to improve themselves, and so he said they remain bound. Why do they remain bound? Because they don't understand. You can't fix the outside, you've got to fix the inside. You can't control the outside, you've got to control the inside. You start on the inside, you grow first. You don't try to fix all the stuff around you and not fix yourself. You cannot travel without until you first travel within. That's a fact. And I run into people all the time. They want their problems solved. They want an easier way to success in business. And what they don't understand is that they're looking for gimmicks, they're looking for shortcuts, they're looking for secrets. I love the people that want to give you secrets to success.